Yeah, so men aren't obsessed with schmegs. That's not why they're cheating. It's worse. So before I go into showing you the Craigslist ads that my hobosexual loser that I dated, he literally placed ads on Craigslist for schmegs early on in our relationship. And I'm going to show you how ridiculous those are in a second. But before I even get to that, I just want to stress this is what they want you to think. This is the boys will be boys, men need it. It's a need. It's not a need. It's a want. It's not a need. And I have yet to meet a man who could keep up with me. And most of the women I know, don't know why, have the same problem, right? Especially when in healthier relationships, it's usually the men that can't keep up. Most of the women who can't stand sleeping with their husbands and their partners and are always turning them down, a lot of times, there's a lot of reasons, but sometimes, a lot of times, it's because they can't stand these dudes because the dudes are not who they said they were. They're a completely different person, and a lot of times they're acting like a child, and no one wants to fork your child unless you're sick in the head. So they're not attractive to us when they act like babies. So just to get that out of the way, this is how they've tricked us. Oh, men can cheat because they just need it. No, they don't. They don't need it, and they don't want it more than women. You will not convince me that. Now, I know it's different. Whatever. I'm not going to debate that. But I will say this. I was online trying to find dudes to hook up with and have fun with for a long time because that's all I wanted. I didn't want to date these men. I didn't want them to ruin my life. I literally just wanted to have one night stands and little affairs here and there. And so many of these men wouldn't even meet up with me. They would talk. And then they just, they're too lazy. So they just want pen pals. They're lonely. They want everything. Half the time, it has nothing to do with schmegs. In those situations, these men are bored. They're boring too. They need validation. They need women's attention. They need, but it's not about schmegs. And in this case with my ex, it's because he's dead inside and he's a narcissist and he needs new supply all the time. And just like with anything, men who hate themselves and chase out, have addictions and all kinds of stuff. Women are just another addiction for them. And they're not like addicted to women, but it's escapism. It's literally just like, I hate myself. I'm dead. How do I make myself not feel dead? I'll go on and, trick a woman and get away with it. So many men get off on having affairs, and it's not about the schmegs. It's the excitement of getting away with it. The same way, and that's because so many of these men will not evolve, will not grow and learn and change, and they literally think like children. They should be held accountable to the standard of adults, always, just so we're clear. But they think that's why I call them king babies. They're unhinged. They're terrifying little babies who just suck the life out of you. But it's almost an insult to call them babies because babies are so much better than this. So a lot of these men, it's exciting. The same way a 2-year-old will be like, oh, this is going to just not, you know what I mean? Or teenagers that shoplift. It's excitement. It's deception. And men, especially predatory men, the players, they love deceiving women. They get off on that. But you will never convince me this has anything to do with schmegs. But they want you to think it's about schmegs. They want you to think they have a schmegs addiction. James Franco, oh, I went in treatment for schmegs addiction. Really? Really? Because there's a lot of men or people who have there's even a 12-step group about schmegs and love addicts or something like that. Those people are not grooming teenagers. This is not about schmegs. This is about power. I mean, some of those people are grooming teenagers, I'm sure. But you know what I mean? They blame this addiction and I need sex and it's biological and, no. Shut up. It's escapism. It is power. It's entitlement. It's misogyny and just an utter hatred of women. I'm going to use her. I'm going to take her body and use her. That's what it's about. It is not about schmegs most of the time. In fact, someone left this comment on my YouTube channel, which is honestly where I'm going to be most of the time now. So wherever you're watching this, come over there, join the party. That's where I'm hanging out these days. I love it. I love it there. So this person left this amazing comment. I've heard from several therapists why corn is so successful and why men get addicted to it. It's because the women in the videos can't say no to them. No risk of rejection. That's terrifying. That's one reason why men love corn. She can't say no. She can't reject them. But the saying no part, God, they love having this woman having all this stuff done to her, looking right at him. Y'all, it's about power. And let's just think about grape in general. Grape in general. When I was violently graped by my ex, that was definitely not about schmegs. That was, how dare you? How dare you? Abandon me, blah, blah, blah. It was literally to punish me. And that's it. It's punishment, power, literally anything but schmegs. Anything. We need to burn this idea out of our head that these men are cheating and having affairs and because of schmegs. It is not about schmegs. It almost never is. At the very least, it's because they need constant validation from mommy or some woman and are dead inside. That's the least of their problem. But a lot of times, it's even more. It's actually much scarier. So these are the Craigslist ads that I found on my ex's email when I broke into his email. Mind you, I was on my way home from vacation, and this photo over here, you can't really see, I took that of us like a week before he posted these. The title, okay, Craigslist says, it's so hard to get a tug and a rub or a quickie. No site, no money, person to person. Sounds like a good businessman there. Man, if you only did that instead of being a hobosexual. This one right here, you can read that for yourself. This one was on July 9th. This is while I was literally on vacation with him, having like a vacation to Colorado, where I paid for the whole thing. The entire trip, he's doing this. Look at this. I'll give it good. And this is in Colorado Springs. Like, he's in the car with me. There is no chance of him literally meeting up with these women, and he's soliciting schmegs online. It's ridiculous. This is one of my favorites. I visited the dark side. Let's get to the dirty here. Text or call, blah, blah, blah. Really, just right after our tongue gets sweet. This is in Roswell. Like 9 hours away, y'all. This is another one. Jenny, 24-year-old. Yep, of course she's on. This is what he's into. You can read this here. I'm very two positions. God, idiot. This dude couldn't spell. He never punctuated. Actually, he's punctuating here. Wow. Missionary, donkey, you're a very beautiful woman. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm already in one. Just fine. This is a response he got back from someone. I don't know if they ever met up. I mean, maybe they did. I'm surprised I don't have an STI because, of course, I got an IUD. Thank God, but didn't use rubbers after that. So this is one he responded to. Someone who's gonna suck any guy who needs sucking. Oh, when and where? I live in Taos. This one he responded to. So down for some fun. Workaholic needing some fun. Workaholic my butt, dude. You're a hobo. You aren't even paying rent. Where's all the money going? Oh, I know. Weed. He responded to this one. Down and ready, pick for pick. What is this? Pound for pound. I don't even know. I'm afraid that I feel really dumb that I'm too vanilla. See, this was in Santa Fe. Yeah. You know, this man is literally soliciting schmegs all over the state of New Mexico and Colorado. But he has some right now. I mean, and I'm a horny birth man. This is another one. You know, didn't really say, just gives the number. This one's in Albuquerque. This is my favorite one, y'all. Cowboy hair with sensual... With sensual is what I do best. God, you idiot. God. This one is in Colorado Springs as well. So on the day that he was sending these messages, this is where we were. This is where we were the other day. Like the 3 days that he's sending some of these messages, we were on vacation at a water park I paid for. At Six Flags, I paid for. Garden of the Gods, I paid for all the gas, the hotel, everything. And then we took these photos, which I paid for. This is so telling, y'all. This man wanted to be a cowboy so bad. He wanted to be in Young Guns too, so bad. Even when you act like this, they still cheat on you.